Oh, get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Yeah, it's me, your favorite country boy, the Louisiana country boy, along with your favorite diva, the little diva. Coming to life, coming to life, coming at you. Welcome one, welcome all, welcome each and every one to the longest consistently running live Monday night podcast. What is it? What is it? You know what time it is. It's time for the real conversation with a twist of humor. And here she is, the fabulous, the wonderful, my favorite co-host. Oh, hey, my only co-host. Oh, my friend, my sister, big little diva.
Let's get it straight, because we're gonna have to figure out a name, because he got 65,000 sisters. So we're gonna have to distinct. Somebody that I dated one time, when he met, he would always talk about what he'd say, call this other lady, right? So I was like, I don't want to be like everybody. You need to come up with another name for me, right? So that's when he came up with Honeydew. He calls me Honeydew still to this day. I was like, so we're going to find something to distinguish me from all these sisters you have, because I am more than a sister. I am your co-host, your FBFF. So we got to come up with something better than sister.
What's an FBFF?
Female best friend forever. Like Kevin is my male best friend forever. I have more than one male best friend forever. You, Kevin. That's why I went to who went with me to the improv for my birthday. And see, sometimes you have to distinguish that when you're posting something, because one, I don't need nobody thinking there's somebody else, so I miss out on y'all. You know how they say, I don't want to. So I want to make sure y'all know that I'm still available. Two, then I also want him to still be able to get him somebody. So I have to make sure I distinguish. This is my. Think about how many times people thought we was married. We went a whole year or maybe 2 years that people thought we were married. Everywhere we went, that's your wife? That's your husband? No. They finally stopped saying it.
But hey, that is a great thing. And it's a wonderful thing. I mean, I say that because what it shows.
It's driving me crazy. I hate not hearing you.
What you got it?
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
What it shows is that, one, for me, it shows that there's genuine. Yeah, that is really genuine. That what they see, it's not. You know how some people see them and you see them and they really just can't stand each other. Now I don't know if Little Diva can really stand Country Boy sometimes. I don't really know. Now
we don't like each other sometimes, because that's what real friends do. We are not fake and pretend like we don't get on each other's nerves. But you know what it shows? It's real. To me, it's real genuine friendship.
Yeah.
You're not gonna always agree with me. I'm not gonna always agree with you. And sometimes I know I get on your nerves, and you definitely get on my nerves sometimes. I told it to somebody. That's exactly what they said. They were so busy talking about me saying something, and I said, well, if you think about it, you know what situation I'm talking about. I said, you said that about me, but you do things to get on my nerves too. And he was like, what I do? I said, don't worry about it, because it wasn't big enough for me to say anything. Because I'm like you. My likes about you is more on this side. So don't worry about the 2 or 3 things that got on my nerves. What?
Well, if
you said I get on your nerves too, so you get on mine too.
If I get on your nerves, then guess what? I am doing a fabulous job.
Awesome. Oh, and you met him. I don't know if you met, but one of my besties, her husband. Her husband is actually my bestie, because I met her and I hooked him up with her. I hooked them up together. Anyway, I knew him, a lot longer, and so I hooked them up. They're married now. But anyway, long story short, he told me one time. I told him one time, he will drive you crazy. He's really cool, really nice, but oh my God, he drives me crazy. I was like, I could never. I tell her something. Your husband just drive me crazy. Yeah. I couldn't. So I didn't even tell me. I know when I get on your nerves. I say, why? How you know? He said, because you be like, all right, I'm gonna talk to you later. I say, yeah, that's it. Because you be talking nonsense. You be talking nonsense. Country boy, how you?
Ooh, good. Ooh. So ask me again. Ask me again.
I don't know what's going on with your camera. I can't hear you. You need
You
to quit
can't hear
using
me?
all them contraptions over there because I
I
can't
can't.
hear you.
You can't hear me? I'm up
No,
loud. I ain't got nothing on. It's straight speaker.
very little.
It is. Hold on.
Really.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Hold on. Because I'm straight speaker. I am straight speaker.
okay.
Let me hear.
I'm
Hold on.
say testing.
Testing.
I hear
Testing
you.
1. Testing 2.
Now
Testing
I hear
100
you.
and 1,003. Testing 1,472 and 10. Can you hear me now?
I can definitely hear you.
Oh, all right. Ask me that
Can you
question
hear me?
again.
Can
Oh,
you
yeah, I
hear me?
hear you. Yes.
Okay.
Even in my sleep.
This man asked me last night.
Oh,
Somebody I've
Lord.
been knowing a long time. One of our dance community people. He said, "Have you ever had a dream about anybody in the dance community?" I said, "I've had nightmares." I'm sorry. I had a bunch of nightmares, but he said no. He said, that's what rolled off my tongue. And he said, "Well, no. Have you ever just had a dream?" I was like, "I mean, I'm sure, but I don't." He's, "Well, I want to figure out before I said I've had dreams about you."
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hey, you know what you should have asked him?
What?
Did I have my shoes on when I was running through your mind?
Look, I wasn't gonna ask anything else because I was afraid he was gonna tell me what the dream was, and I didn't want to know.
Oh, Lord. Hey, that was that was a birthday gift you wasn't ready to unwrap.
Go figure. Go figure. Because all they look, I made sure. I said when he said that, "Have you ever had?" And I looked at him. I said, "Well, no." I said, "Well, actually, yeah, I've had some nightmares about the dance community." So, and don't get me wrong, y'all. If anybody, which I'm sure they're not, but anybody that happens to be a part of this, I don't have nightmares about all y'all. But just some of y'all gave me some true headaches, mental anguish, a whole
Wow.
bunch of things. But I am better now, so y'all don't bother me no more. And it's so funny because right now there's this big scandal. It's not a scandal. It's a big mess going on about something. Somebody pushed somebody. And she came on and she was back to talking about this one leader of a group organization, and she talking, and the woman ain't talking. She said, "Yeah, you pushed me," and then calling her all kind of names. And I said, "Lord, it feel good not to be in that mess. I can sit out here and just watch."
Wow.
It was not me. And what's funny though is because the lady said that this person pushed her. Now everybody's acting like this lady is crazy, but the funny thing about this is, I was pushed more than once or twice by people in the dance community, and nobody believed me.
Oh, wow.
And so to see this, and this is a lady who's she's a seasoned saint.
Right.
She has been in this dance community for years, very well respected. So I believe her, but they're looking at it, oh, she must be crazy. Because that's the thing about people. And then we'll get back to the weekend. Just because someone has shown you nothing but niceness, smiles, and butterflies and cotton candy, does not mean that's the side they show somebody else. So
Right.
don't just like instantly not believe. You and I have some mutual friends, right?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
mutual people in our lives. And one time or another, I've had issues with some of them and vice versa. But we don't roll like that to where, now I do expect you to have my back. You ain't gonna let them talk about me and do me bad. But I don't call you and say, I don't want you to talk to them no more.
Right.
Or, you don't make my feelings seem unvalid, if that makes sense, right? Yeah. And that's my thing with this lady. What I'm looking at, now mind you, to me, she didn't went a little too far, but I have to understand how she's feeling, because she's feeling deserted. She's feeling like nobody believes her. She knows this happened, but it's almost like you have to maybe she did push me, because I know the three folks that pushed me, and one of them, somebody saw it and said, "Did she push you?" Yep, she did. But nobody. So anyway, I know her. I know how she feels. And once or twice, I want to say so bad, I feel you. I know how you feel. But then I realize if I decide to say something to her to make her feel valid, I would do it inbox. I would message her so I wouldn't get involved in the mess. But I see it and my heart goes out to her because I was that person that because this person smiles at them at everybody all the time, they don't see that other face. And let me tell y'all, before somebody in this crazy dance community see this, let me just give a disclaimer. I wouldn't now. So I don't know who pushed who. Don't care. All I'm saying is that y'all have to sometimes hear this person, and as hard as she's going on this feed, something's got to be true. And just because she ain't push you, don't mean she didn't push that woman.
Right.
And then she told a woman that she said the lady pushed me and told me to get away from her damn table. So now you know that woman ain't made that up.
Wow. Well, I mean, and you're exactly right. And here's the facts. It's like, and people do get that misconstrued. I take it upon myself to learn somebody for themselves. A lot of people go on how one person treats you. Yes, I'm telling you, they will treat another person totally different.
Totally different.
You will see things that somebody else ain't never seen. I mean, that's what they talk about. Some of these people, like, you know, they talk about the husbands that do these certain things to their wives. They go out in the world and they're just this, that, and the other, and people just love them, and they just couldn't ever imagine. And she at home going through havoc.
Yes, absolutely.
But out there, he done put on the face, or vice versa. She done put on the face, and you think that they the cherry on top of the cake.
Things to sliced bread.
That part. And boy, you get them to the house and children shaking in the corner, wife won't move or husband won't move, and everybody walking around on eggshells. But you try to tell somebody that, I think that's a lot of that you know, a lot of these masks that people wear, and it's real.
Definitely.
I think that I believe that every person deserves the right to show you who they are. And as Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, boy, you better believe them.
And let me add something to that, though. The only thing I do think about, so let's just say, you know, how can I say that? I do believe that, but that does not mean that you have to, how can I say that? It doesn't mean that you have to totally leave them alone forever. You know how far to go with them, because if there's somebody you really care about, you know, because I have someone in my life that we can't vibe.
Right.
But I love that person let me not say that. We probably can't vibe in business. Let me put it that way. But a lovely person, I love that person, but we know where our things are. Right. And also, for me, one, let me give you a compliment. You don't ever, because you know me, and I know that you trust me. So if I tell you something happened, you know it probably did. But you don't make me feel like my feelings are not validated, even though you may still be cool. You know what I said is true, but you just have that. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I mean, you go and find out for yourself. You don't.
Yeah, but even though you find out, you know, just like for me, people will tell me things about people, and I will note it, but I don't act on it. I don't just push that person away. You know what I mean?
Right. And you should never. I mean, and that's the thing. You have to take time to learn people for where you learned them at. You don't know what the other situation may have been. Some people could have been. We never know. And here we are jumping on somebody else's bandwagon, whether liking somebody or disliking somebody, not for who they are, but for what somebody else or who somebody else has said that they are or are not. And that's not, to me, that's just for me. That's how maybe I'm not finna like nobody because you like them. They could be a low down.
I'm funny about my family though. I'm gonna be transparent, but I'm funny about my family. And I'm probably the only one in my family that's like that. But my daughter is too, my oldest daughter. I'm the youngest one too. I'll roll with you. If you got shit going on with my family, and I know you did it,
right?
You got out of my life. Like, and I'm strong about that, which is weird because my sister had a friend many years ago. I mean, she actually passed, but we're all good. We were all good when she passed. But one time she did something that was there's been one or two people that've been disrespectful. But my sister tells she'll be back friends with them. I'll be done. Me and Dietrich went to a corner store over off of God, oh, what's that street? Over in what is that area? Oh gosh. Not Ship. Anyway, it's an area like in the hood. We was at this store, Country Boy. And he had got out the car to go in the store to do something. And he came out and my window was up and I think I had my feet kicked up or something in the car. And he brought this little girl around. And I know her. She was someone that did something to my sister when that was just not nice. Child, he brought her over and he started knocking on the door, on the window, and pointing at the woman. I sat there and looked up looking at her. He started knocking on the window. And I so finally she left and he get in the car. Why? I say, fool, she did something to my sister. I don't roll like you do something to my sister, my mama, my daddy, my circle of family. You
Right.
kiss me goodbye. That's just how I am. And it's probably not good but that's how I am. My family is my family. And I have a few friends that I'm probably like that for, but not as much. But no, you can't hurt my family.
Right.
And I ain't talking about them cousins down the street, down the line. I'm talking about my little family right there. My immediately family. You can't bother them because if you bother them, you bother me.
Right.
And that's not right. And it's God. That's what God probably got to work on me at. But I'll be done.
And I get that. I mean, I do. And I've learned what you said about even with family. Sometimes I learn where to pick the battles. I've seen things just like you said. I take everything with a grain of salt. I take it from the mouth that is coming out of, and I've gotten better with the things that I started. Like when you and I have conversations. Well, what did you do? Because it used to be the thing, you hear these things and you absorb all the things that people said, but then you didn't get the backstory. Well, she just did this and she just did that. But they gonna tell you everything somebody else did. Okay, they're gonna barrage you with everything they did. And I used to be the one that sucked all that stuff up. Okay, I sucked it all up, and now I'm at the point, and now that's why I asked the question. Okay, so what'd you do? What was your role in this?
But you know that there are times, you talk about that all the time.
And I know that there are, but that's at least we get to the point of saying here, because sometimes people don't want to divulge the fact that there was stuff. You know that there was. Oh, so you did that. So, you wasn't expecting the reaction you got. So now you want to come over here and then, the worst thing about that, the thing that I don't know if this is on or off topic. I don't like it when people come and do those certain things and they bring stuff to you about somebody else and all the negative they did. Then they done season you against them. Now they back over there with them. Now your seasoning ain't went nowhere because you still seasoned over here. You still not only are you looking at them, you looking at them too. You looking at both of them. Like, you know what? I ain't never fooling with you no more.
That's like when people are dating or married or something like that, and they come and tell you all that the husband or all the wife. Now you're looking at the wife. Dietrich, now, and I can say this because this is public knowledge. Dietrich had a someone that was related to them that had someone they used to beat her, and him and his brother be ready to go find him and hunt him down, and this thing they back together. And they could be the one shot the man, be in jail somewhere, and she. So So
yeah, now you done brought everybody else in your mess. Now you back over there lovey-dovey. I'm getting both of y'all. I'm telling you right now, both of y'all.
Because actually, I saw it on the news either today or yesterday that this little young boy dead right now because he went over there to try to take care of his sister and an abusive boyfriend, and he got shot.
Yeah.
Now that's one thing I ain't gonna too much do. I'm sorry. I take up for my family. I tell you I love my family. You can't do nothing to my family because I'm probably one of a kind that's in my family that I don't roll like that. But I'm not coming to your house. I'm gonna send the police.
I ain't gonna send nobody to your house. I'm just gonna Uber and tell you to get in the Uber and get out of the house. Why am I gonna come? Look, you not gonna do.
What I'm gonna do?
Then look, what people don't get, they talk. Let me just say this part. You talking about running over somebody's house, okay? Ain't your house. You don't live there. Ain't got nothing in your name at that house. First time you step in that house, first thing you have done, now you are trespassing. Okay? Understand this with your smart self. Well, I'm finna go over there and kick the door in. And when the police come, they gonna arrest you because you don't live there. That's bottom line. That's what. Yes, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna send an Uber and say, get in. Why are you still there? First and foremost, why are you still there and telling me to come over? What you got going on that you need me to look? Well, come get me.
I'm gonna send you the police.
I will meet you down the block. Walk away from the house.
And I, especially not lately, I've seen all these big bad people run over folks' house, and they end up in. Matter of fact, you know who I never thought I'd say. Okay, for nationally, like internationally, who I would like to interview would be somebody like Diana Ross. She's one of my idols. But you know who I really want to interview? That's kind of local.
Who?
Scarface. I watched the podcast he's been doing with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
he is an interesting fella. And he's an interesting fella. He has a story, several stories. But anyway, long story short, I was listening to him the other day, and let me just mention that. So his biological dad, you know how he got killed? He was messing around with another woman, and he got to the house. I don't know why he was at the house, but he was at the house, and the woman's husband, shot him through the door. Dead. He's never met his dad. His dad was dead before he came here, but that's how his dad. He said that's why now, if he meets a woman and thinks she cute, he say something to her, she said, "Oh, I'm married."
Wow.
He backed up to his dad. He said that man shot him through the door, dead.
Wow.
But anyway, not just that part. That was just part because of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But oh my God, that man has such a story. I would love to just sit. You know how they post that sometimes, say but they would say, who's dead would you want to talk to? But somebody that's alive, I want to just sit back, chill out, cross my legs, crisscross elbow, and just listen, because he has so much to say. He doesn't do music anymore, put out new music, because he still does concert stuff, but he doesn't put out new music because of how the streaming service. He's like, I don't know how that stuff works. I don't know how I'm getting my money. So he just keep on making his money on his stuff because they're taking so much of it.
Right.
He said, it's not like when you sold this, you can get $1 million off of it.
Right,
anyway, he just was very interesting.
Well, here you go. Tell him.
I told him. I just told him.
Look here, Mr. What's his name?
Mr. Scarface.
Yo. Hold on, let me do it. Yo, Scarface. I know you be rolling through and you be listening to stuff. Well, listen. Look,
Brad Scarface.
Little
diva with
Brad
love
Scarface.
to sit on the couch at the wherever and have a conversation with you. I think I never thought about you being interesting. No doubt, no lie. But I heard your interview with Shannon Sharp, and I am just fascinated at the person you are. And I would love to talk to you and have you on Chat with Trina and just to talk. Okay.
Brad, there you go. You done already heard it.
Mr. Scarface.
Right. And hey, Brad, we're expecting you to tune into the show and leave a comment and tell Chat with Trina to set a date. Now, I will comfortable. Where he live at?
Here in Houston.
Here in Houston. You right here in Houston. Look here, Brad.
Okay, so you probably don't know this. So he is a part of Rap-A-Lot Records. He's one of Rap-A-Lot's first.
Oh, that he shot.
Mr. Scarface.
Hey, Brad, she up here singing
him and Bushwick Bill. See, I knew what's his name real well. I knew Willie D really well when I was in high school. I reached out to him to be on my show. He didn't respond.
He didn't respond. What's his name?
His name is Willie D.
Willie D. Now you know my co-host, The Little Diva, reached out to you. I expect to hear a response from you sometime in the next couple of weeks, Willie D. Yeah. Now, how about that?
But in true and really, you know how I am about biographies and autobiographies and stuff like that. So.
You know, and I think that's great, and all jokes aside, for somebody to be able to share their journey. I think people miss the fact that that's what this is truly about.
Mhm. Sharing those things.
Yes.
Because who would have known that this baby left home. He was smoking at 6 and 7 with his uncles, smoking cigarettes. His mama got him an apartment at, I think she said, because she came, he called her. He said, "Oh, you don't believe me? Mama, how old was it when you got me that apartment?" She said, and I think he said 15 or 16. I could be somewhere, but very young. And he said he went to school, and when he got to school, the joke was, it wasn't really a joke. He has been to every class reunion for Willow Ridge. So Shannon Sharp said, "But did you graduate?" "No." He said, "Well, they keep inviting me." "How you go to the reunion?" "They keep inviting me, and I just go."
There you go.
He said that he would go to school and he just couldn't be still. He just couldn't be still. So his teacher would have a desk for him outside the classroom because she knew he was gonna come and do some work and then he was gonna leave. Wow. Which is interesting that you can't do that nowadays. But my thing is, he just has so much. There's no way. As much as I like reading and listening to autobiographies and biographies, Country Boy, he's one that I want to talk. I want to have back and forth banter with him. And I don't even say this that often, but I'm sorry. I didn't go too far about it, but I really am fascinated by his story.
I done set it up for you. It's happening. It's happening. Just I already know. Mr. Scarface, this is me. I don't know if I have been, but I am now your favorite country boy, the Louisiana country boy. And I am speaking on behalf of my co-host, the Little Diva. Would you please reach out to her because she ain't Shannon Sharp. Actually, she's prettier than Shannon, okay? Now, if you want to talk to Shannon, you can sit across from the Little Diva, talk to the Little Diva.
And I ain't going to laugh as much Shannon was laughing. Shannon was laughing too much. He couldn't even get the story good because he laughed too much. I mean, we don't laugh, but he told Shannon Sharp talking about going somewhere, going out or something. He said, "Shannon, I ain't going nowhere with your ass." But let me go ahead and put out this other disclaimer. No, not disclaimer. Let me put out this other message. So if y'all see him or hear him or something, y'all can tell him what I said.
What you got?
Mr. Marlon Wayans. You have became my favorite dude. My favorite, minus Lil Daryl. This is on a different level. But you know what? You charged $50 for what was called a meet and greet. I didn't have no problem with that. You know, it wasn't a meet and greet. It was just a picture. And you barely said 2 words. No problem. Because I just wanted my picture with you because it was my birthday. It's my birthday month. Where is my damn picture?
It's public.
And you know, I was thinking at first when somebody else paid for the $50, but I want my damn picture. Because I did a long line to get up there for me to say something. You didn't really say much back. Because, you know, I did tell him about my dad to remind him about that. He texted him about my inbox about my dad and everything. He's, "Oh, it's gonna be better." He did do that, so it's cool. But I want my damn picture, and I done posted it in his comments. I ain't heard nothing. I'm gonna need my picture. I'm gonna need my $50 that belongs to somebody else. Or next year when I come back,
camera?
I need my picture, huh? So they wouldn't take it. You couldn't take anything with your camera. You had to let them take it with their camera. And they were supposed to do something to put it on, upload it to Facebook, their Facebook. Well, I can't find that Facebook page. So my thing is what I sent inbox and said, "Hey, well, can you tell me how to get my picture off of Facebook? Because I may have done something wrong." No lie. But that don't mean you keep my $50, don't give me no picture. Marlon, the Marlon Wayans. Of the Wayans brothers. Just got the Hollywood star.
He can't be the. The means you know, when you put the THE in front of it, that means you stand accordingly. You have to, you know.
All I'm saying, Marlon, Sean, Damon, and the children, I need.
She done call the whole family.
Because I have not stopped liking you because I really like Marlon. He's my favorite. Well, he's my favorite because he's very funny stand-up. But, and I'm the only one who was watching your show. That show that y'all can't. I was watching that show. I really liked that show. I was the one person that watched it. I'm gonna need my $50 picture. I don't want the $50. I just want a damn picture with you. So if you don't get it to me, I know you might have deleted it, whatever y'all did with the picture. I get it. But when I come back next August, when you come back, I'm gonna need another picture. And I don't want to, and they don't need to charge me another $50. And quit calling that a meet and greet. Just say take your picture with Marlon, because it is not a meet and greet of any sort.
Hey, that's true.
Okay, I'm not going on my chest.
I got a question, look, David. You think the country boy can charge $10 and get somebody to take a picture with him? I mean, if he charge, hey, I'll charge 10. You can use your own camera.
That always trips me out when they say they had a cruise with Tucker one time. They say Tucker was very Hollywood, and he said that's what he wouldn't let you take a picture with your camera. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
If I give you $50,
you use my camera and take my picture.
I don't understand, because if you send the picture, I'm gonna post it where I want to post it anyway, right?
Right.
So what's the difference in me taking it with my camera and your camera? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I mean,
even with, and I've never experienced that, because I was with what's the guy's name?
Gary Owen don't make you take a picture with his camera. Just saying. Just saying what I'm saying. I'm just saying. You know, we need to make sure we cut this up so we can post my picture, my part of my video. We can send it to Brad, and we send the other part of my picture to Marlon Wayans, Marlon, Sean, Damon. I don't remember the sister name.
Kim.
All of them. And the children.
That'd be Kim. Kim is the sister.
Kim, yeah. I want to cut this up so we can send this to Brad.
Hey, you know what? Talking about pictures, can I say something about a picture? I had a picture. I had a picture that was sent to me. Now I'm on a. You got your phone?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna send you. And you. This was. I got this text this morning. Okay.
Okay.
It was a picture that was taken this weekend, and when I tell you this picture. Hey, tell me I couldn't have charged 50 for this picture. Hold on a second. Now, before I even start telling folks, I want you to look at it first and say, boy, you could have charged 50 for that. Hold on, let me find. Okay, watch your phone. Y'all hold on, because we really look, I told y'all this live for real. This is how we do it for real. All right, here it comes. Now look.
The words to Mr. Scarface. I want that.
I just sent it to you. Tell me I couldn't have charged 50 for that picture. I'm posting that. That's a superstar picture right there.
That's a nice picture.
Hey.
You ain't have no hat on. That's a nice picture.
Look here. Hey, tell Marlon, hey, send that to Marlon. Say, boy, look, country boy be on these for free.
That's a very nice picture, country boy.
Yes.
Very yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I agree with you, and I don't understand why, but that's hey, maybe they want to go through the pictures and make sure. Who knows? But yeah, look here, Marlon, can you send her picture, please? We don't want her to come back.
So we gonna work on trying to get this cut up.
We're gonna work on trying to get it cut up. We're gonna work on trying to get this one cut up for real.
Yeah. So I can send it to Marlon and all them, and then we can send it to it might go viral, and then they might reach out to me and give me my picture.
Mm-hmm. Look, they gonna reach out. Not only are they gonna reach out for your picture, they gonna want to come on for an interview. They're gonna be like that. They're gonna be like that crazy country boy, and then that little diva. Woo!
That little girl that's on my nerves that's been stalking my page and giving my damn picture. And that's the thing. I ain't even mad at the man, because I really like Marlon. I thought Marlon would pick me out from a crowd and make me be his girlfriend, but that didn't happen. But
that's why you ain't got that picture.
I inboxed him when I was there to say, "Hey, I'm here. It's my birthday."
That's why you ain't got that picture. Gosh. That's why you ain't got that picture.
I didn't think about the Marlon. Send me my damn $50 picture. He better see my damn
Hey,
$50.
Miss Julie,
Don't nobody have $50 to just be chunking in the air.
I'm gonna post the pictures tonight, Miss Julie. I promise. I promise. I'm gonna post the pictures today.
What
Yes.
pictures?
That Miss Julie said. Miss Julie said, "Show us." I'm gonna post them on my page tonight. I promise. I'm gonna post it as part of my weekend in review. That was one. And y'all, I ain't charge nothing for pictures. Okay. Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, please take a picture with Country Boy.
So I'm gonna mention because I know Country Boy got something to say about what he did this weekend. But I'm gonna just mention I had my first kickoff birthday. I usually celebrate all month, and I've kind of been doing a little bit here and there, but for some reason this year just not feeling the greatest. You know, like I actually wanted to be traveling, to be honest with you, because I really didn't want to have a party. But I'm glad I did because I had a great time. And I'm
I
gonna tell
see
you
the
how much
videos.
it was so much love last night that I haven't felt that in a long time from just
Right.
out and about. The only disappointment to me, to be honest with you, is my live musicians and my live bands that I feel like and no, they don't ask me to do these things, but I come out and support. I go to birthday parties. And some clubs don't let me in free. Scott Girl don't let me in free. I have to pay. Depending on who at the door. But my girl ain't at the door no more, so I do pay. But so it is disappointing that they don't come. They don't ever come. And then sometimes my mind will be like, I ain't going no more of that stuff. I ain't gonna pay. But I'm gonna pick and choose. It's not gonna be like because I'm one of those people that my mom used to tell me that back in the day that when it's somebody's birthday, I would be sick, like allergies, whatever.
Right.
I would still be trying to go. And she would say, Trina, them people ain't gonna miss you. I said, but they will. They're gonna know if I don't come. I was like that with the dance community, and you see where that got me. But with my musicians, I don't want to say anybody owes me anything. But my God, it's a Sunday night. You ain't playing nowhere. Why you couldn't come by and just, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Give me a little kiss. Drop $1. You don't have no money. I take 4 quarters. On top of that, I take nothing because nothing means more to me in my heart more than your presence.
Right.
And I feel like that's what I do. And again, not really expecting anything back or want anything back, but that's what I feel when I come in the building to show my support for, bands and stuff that they would, think something of it. Anyway, long story short, I had an amazing time. And something else my mama always says, the people that were there were the people that were supposed to be there.
Amen.
And there were so many of them, even though they may not have been there. Some that weren't there but I saw people in the Western wear. There was a lot of people in the Western wear. And I was like, and then even Carlos, Carlos Manuel and his beautiful wife, Tina Manuel, were in the building. Carlos's birthday is always right. Ours is either a day apart or something like that. But they gave him a surprise last night, a little surprise party, but they blended it in with mine. Like they wore the Western wear and we kind of did it together. And that was like, because they're dance community people. So that was like that really did something to my heart, that they did do that. Thank you, Miss Priscilla, for bringing your class out to celebrate Carlos. That means a lot to me. And and actually Priscilla has always been one of those people that when I used to have my gala, she gonna sell a table or two. Let me see what else. Yeah, it was great. It was really great. We had a good time. I made a lot of money. A lot of money. That's always a plus. Let's see what else that was happy there. Somebody, Chris from Manai called me Friday and told me I didn't love him no more. I didn't know what he was talking about, but I said, boy, come to my birthday party. I'm gonna be there. I did not believe it. Matter, I forgot. And I happened to be on the dance floor jicking. I looked across, there go Chris. And I just went off the floor and gave him the biggest hug. And I was like, oh my God, Chris, I told you I was coming. And he came. So that made me very, 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 very happy. Country Boy came and he was my picture person for a little while. I wasn't gonna let him be my picture person all night, but I needed him right then so I could get the picture. You don't never know how long he gonna stay. But I really meant if I'd known he wasn't at the club early, I would tell him to go get me a cake. Somebody was upset because I didn't have no cake. But my thing was, I had a lot to do. Which I mentioned that Oldies and Star. Oldies and Star. Oh yes. We had an initiation yesterday, and my sister, she went over. She's now a sister in Oldies and Star. Yay. Whoop, whoop, whoop. We made it through. And 3 other ladies, young ladies. So we had that all day. Well, let me take that back. I didn't have it all day yesterday because the people that did the planning, they didn't plan right. And they know my birthday is a national holiday to me. So I knew after initiate, and I wasn't gonna go to that. But my sister, I thought about it. My sister, oh, you're not gonna come. You know what? She's right. Let me not be selfish all the way. I went for my sister, and once that was over, I was doing some, because don't be having all that stuff in one day. That's too much stuff in one day. People have things to do. From 1 to 6. No, on my birthday party day.
Wow.
And so they were supposed to come to my birthday party, but of course they couldn't because they was tired. My sister was tired yesterday. They had been doing that since they had to be there at 12. Well, we all had to be there like 12. So that was, but anyway, they went over. Everything went smoothly. It was great. It was wonderful. Whoever cooked the food, they had some baked chicken and green beans and rice, and whoever was an old school cook, because it was seasoned. Oh my God, it was so good.
It was prepared by a seasoned saint.
I was driving in my car and tell you how good it was. And I don't even like drumsticks, but I ate a drumstick. I had it sitting where my little gear thing is, because where I pulled it back and fit it there so it wouldn't move. Had my fork driving. It was that good. I couldn't sit it down for a minute.
That be that good.
It was that good. It was good. It was so
That's that good.
So those are 2 positive.
That's good food.
It was good. Those are 2 of the positive things that happened to me this weekend. Oh yes, Saturday. Let me just mention to y'all real quick. I'm gonna post pictures. There's a new club over here in the, I say Acres Home because it's down the street, but they told me it's not Acres Home. It is actually like Sherwood Park Terrace, Independent Heights, Acres Homes. It's called 808. 808 is a beat, but it's called 808 Bar and Lounge, and it is 35. But I had seen it in Facebook and passed by it or whatever. Thought, oh my God, that's right down the street. But Saturday, I just didn't. I was gonna go see Lil Daryl for his birthday. His birthday was Saturday. He kicked off Virgo month, and I just got this. I'm just not having the best vibes lately, and I just didn't feel like driving over there. But I wanted to get out the house because I'd been in bed all day. So I said, okay, let me make myself get up, put on some cute clothes, and fix my fake makeup, my hair, and I went.
That's because y'all ain't cut that grass.
I tell you, when I got there, was a bunch of cars. Like, ooh, there's too many for me to go in here by myself. But I said, no. This makeup costs money. I can't have makeup on and put on these clothes on and go home and wipe it off and go to bed. So I made a U-turn and said, we going in here. So they had, you remember in the old days when you go to trail ride, you have to get up on the curb and drive in the grass? People had the thing blocked up. So you know what I did? I got a truck. Popped my thing down up there and parked. Went in and it was very nice. It's 35 years old and up. Old school music. The DJ was amazing. And this was just Saturday, so I don't know about Fridays, but they played, my favorite genre of music is 80s music, 70s music. Like it was a vibe. Like it was a grown folks vibe, you know. If people around here talking about grown and sexy and everybody in that 21, that is not grown and sexy. It ain't even grown, but they playing all the hardest rap that they can find. That is not grown and sexy. So this, I don't know about sexy, but I'm gonna say it was grown folks.
Right. Because
I saw some things in there that wasn't quite sexy, but the drinks were good. I had a rum punch, and the rum punch, because I'm not a drinker, so hey, I'm a lightweight, so take care of me. That thing tasted like, remember the orange shirt, the sherbet punch back in the day? It was a rum punch, tastes like the sherbet Kool-Aid.
Oh, wow.
So good. But I only had the one. The good positive thing about that was I went there by myself, didn't know anybody. I ran into one classmate. And this man next to me, I asked a question or something, and he said, hey, you've never been here before? I said, no. You know, you always think of somebody trying to talk to you, and I don't want to do that. I don't feel like it. I'm in a bad mood. But he didn't. He said, I got your first drink. I'm still thinking, Lord, how am I going to shake this man? That man said, hey, I'm going to turn my chair around. You can have my chair. Here's your drink. Make sure you come back. I DJ sometimes. And he left. Never came back.
See?
I like that. But of course, Superfly came in the building. No, Superfly didn't walk in the building. Superfly slid. You saw one boot and leg coming in the door. And I am not exaggerating. You saw this. It slid over there and he slid in. Yeah, one. So he came, of course, he spotted me. Oh, woman in red. Now, mind you, when people sitting around me, why he picked me out the bunch, I don't know. Woman in red. You didn't want to dance? Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. He left. He came back. So the girl next to me said, girl, he looked like he one day out of the Harris County jail.
Oh, my goodness.
But long story short, she was really nice. Everybody was just really nice and inviting. And I love her. And everybody was just in there. You know, when you go to the country and you go to the club, that was the vibe. Now, mind you, it was bigger than a hole in the wall. It was like a mix between a hole in the wall and a club and a regular venue. But everybody was like family. Like you could just observe. But anyway, I want to throw that out there though, that there is a new club that is for the grown folks.
Grown folks.
It's like sexy. But that's what I did, and I think that is all I have for you for my weekend recap. Trying to make sure y'all. My dad's birthday was today.
Yes.
My dad's birthday was today. I have not visited the grave since the funeral, but I went today. And I think I told Country Boy a long time ago, I was the only one that hadn't went. And I said, but I want to go when I'm ready. I'm okay to go when I'm ready. And because he ain't going nowhere. Matter of fact, when I went in to try to find, I went to the little machine to try to find it and it don't work. So then I went inside and I was trying to use the little QR code to find him. I told him, I said, look, I know we left him here, but can you? I said, he looked at me like, so I said, I know he's here because we left him here. And he said,
wow.
So he said, okay, let me look in the computer. Sometimes that thing doesn't work. I said, okay, find my daddy. So then he came out and he highlighted everything. I went and rolled around and found him. And what was so funny, Country Boy, not funny, I was fine. And it was like, I was looking for, I didn't know what the numbers were to know the thingy deal. Right. And I found him before as soon as I found him, I lost it. But I needed it.
Right.
And y'all, Country Boy told me one time he went to his mom's grave. And I don't know if he said he bawled like a little baby, but I know he was laying on the ground. And my thought has always been, I want to sit there and have a Coke with my daddy and talk. So I sat down crisscross applesauce. But I tell you, as I sat there and I finally composed myself, all I thought was, I want to lay here. I didn't, but I thought about Country Boy. I said, I get it. I want to just lay there in comfort. Yep. It felt like I wanted to ball up, like he said, in a fetal position and lay there on my daddy's grave because I don't know if it was gonna make me feel closer to him. I don't really know what that was about, but I felt exactly what he said. I literally wanted to ball up and just lay there on the grave. Yep. But I sat crisscross applesauce and I had my Coke, I had some chips, and I had a fan. A real fan, not one of them fans, a fan. And I did finally feel comfortable enough to talk and say, I never thought I'd be here talking to you like this, but all right, here we go. And I told them everybody was doing good and lots of tears, but I know that those are healthy, healing tears.
Yes.
And I when I finally was able to get up and go to my car, it was one of those things like, it was one of those hard, deep in your soul kind of cry when I was walking up to it. Right. And it was something I wasn't expecting. And it was another man with me out there in the same area, But I must have had my eyes closed up because that man was gone. When I got up, when I finally got ready to leave, I didn't see him no more. So I must have had my eyes closed on. But anyway, guys, I did pray. I told him to tell my grandmother and them hi. Told them how good Jasmine and Kayla were doing. Told them Deidre was doing fine and Destiny and the boys. So yeah. And then I told them again, as I've been saying lately, like, you didn't tell me how to survive without you here.
Mm.
And I just kept saying, like, for me, like I say to everybody, I just selfishly, I just want him to come back.
Right.
But anyway, it was a great visit. And I will go back because now I've done it. I'm glad I waited till I was ready.
Yes.
And I did. And I never even said I was going to go today.
Right.
But when I was getting off work, I said, you know what? When I put home in my GPS to come home, and I changed it, and I hit Houston Veterans, whatever. And yeah, so that was a big step, and it was good. It was good. And then we came to my house. I cooked spaghetti, and we had a balloon release for him. Wasn't big, wasn't a lot of people. It was just a few of us, which was fine.
Right.
And that was good. So I made it through the day. Yay. My sister made it through the day. We all made it through the day. We just have to learn how to keep going. It's never going to, people say it's going to get better, but for me, I don't see that. I see I'll be able to not cry as much, but the hole in my heart is never going to go away.
No, it doesn't.
It's never going to be filled, and it's okay.
Yes.
Because I try to feel it to a certain extent with my memories and remembering the things he taught me and that kind of thing. I text my friend Jason today and just said I just needed to say something to somebody, and I told him what I was feeling, and I said that my daddy taught me so much, but just not how to live without him. And he sent me back and said, but your daddy left you on an amazing legacy. He left you something, and the lessons he said lessons and the legacy, and that's something for you to be proud of, and just don't forget that and take joy in that.
Amen.
I appreciated that. So that's it, y'all. That don't mean to make y'all sad because it was a good thing. I'm whispering a little bit because I had the boys here. I don't know if I told y'all about my great nephews are here. Their mama here too, but my great nephews are here. So I'm trying to make sure. Hold on a second. Hello. On my podcast.
I told y'all we be live.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
We be live. She didn't answer the whole thing on the show. She said hello on my podcast, y'all. She on that.
The country boy used to get mad when people call him, and he'd be on his phone. He said, "Now they know I'm on my podcast, and if they don't know, I'm mad again because they should know." I remember them days.
Oh man. Oh, you've been doing it for 4 years. How you gonna be up here talking about at the same time?
What you doing?
If you don't know, that's the problem right there.
That's the problem. Because I'm gonna let you take over. I have taken up most of the show today.
Yeah, we
do apologize. I do apologize to a certain extent, but I do want to say to everybody out there that y'all are my family. So I do feel that you're my family, and I want to tell things, but also things happen to you. As I learn, things happen to you so you can share. Yes. You don't know who else is going through what you're going through, or who's going to go through what you're going through.
Yes.
It has helped me for people telling me things like, hey, you're going to cry sometimes out the blue. It's going to come in waves. And I'm one of those type of people. I need to know. I don't want to say end result, but I need to know what's going to be happening. I want to be prepared. And that helped prepare me for things when I'm sitting here and just out the blue, the tears come. I want to be able to do that so I can help. Because I am still going to write my book, my journal book, but people been telling me they're going to be my, my publisher. I think I'm going to just go and get it done myself, an accountability partner. Maybe it's something I got to do on my own because there's no accountability here. So I'm going to have to make it happen because I told everybody I'm writing a book, which, we'll get it done. But thank y'all for listening. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm not saying that for that reason. I am saying it so, yes, you can continue to pray for me and my family. Yes. But we losing people every day. And I posted that today that there is nothing nothing that can have you so mad and upset about somebody that you can't fix some things. And I'm not saying fix it and be best friends for the rest of your life, because there's some people in my life, in my family, we will never be besties again. But I love them, and we can speak. We can be in the same room together in comfort. Because I don't want to leave this earth. I don't want them to leave this earth with unfinished business. Put it that way. So hug people, tell people. My family is not a big I love you family. We're not a touchy-feely family, but I definitely say to everybody who can, become an I love you family. Become a touchy-feely family. Start telling people you love them. You know, be there for them, and just don't let a small argument, something that's tiny. And I ain't saying let people walk on your back and do treat you bad. I am not saying that. What I am saying is things that can be rectified, things that are small, things that are petty. Let's fix it. The woman who supposedly hit the woman, pushed the woman, and told you to get away from her tail, go and call that woman and make her fit. You don't even have to call her. Why don't you just text her, just say, hey, I apologize.
Right.
I didn't mean it, or I meant it. I'm really upset about something you did. Fix it. Because next week, if that person is gone, one of y'all gone, was there a good enough reason for y'all not to fix this small thing that only takes an apology?
Right.
Or a small conversation? Because to be honest with y'all, it is super, super petty. Don't put your hands on people. I ain't saying that's petty. Keep your hands to yourself. But if you see this woman is that upset, there is something there. Reach out to her via text, inbox, and just say, hey, I am sorry. Or I didn't mean to push you. I didn't realize I pushed you. And for that, I'm sorry that I did. It's simple. My parents taught me to a fault to be the bigger person. Sometimes I just say, I'm sorry. I let people say, if I tell you once that I know the answer and I tell you, and you keep on going back, by the third time, if you said 4 and 4 is 9, I'm going to say cool, and I'm done.
Amen.
All right, y'all. I think I'm done with my dissertation.
Yeah.
And the chat with Trina will be back on a regular basis September. Hopefully Country Boy will be my accountability party to get my show back going. Someone reached out. I'll have to tell you about it later, but I'll say it real quick before I let Country Boy go. Someone from the Zydeco community reached out to me. I don't know if I told you this. And he inboxed me and said, why, can I ask you a question respectfully? Why did you stop your Zydeco marketing and promotion? You know how that felt that somebody realized that I wasn't doing it? And I sent him back the truth. You know, I'm a truth. Because your people decided they only wanted to support 1 instead of 5. So I decided to back out because I don't like all that stuff. So I decided to back out and do something different. And he sent back and said, I totally understand, and I'm so sorry that happened to you, but I want to let you know that you did a lot for the Zydeco culture, and we were appreciative that you were trying to learn more about the culture as you had your show. That meant a lot to me. So, and in turn, I did what Country Boy did. So, would you like to come on my show so we can discuss the challenges of... I don't know what he said. I got to go back and look at it, but I did flip it. Hey, come on the show. You asking me why? Come on, join me. Let's talk about it. But okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
In the middle. Oh. Leave my shirt. I always wanted my dad to be proud of me, and why I choose this picture is because this is when I got my master's degree, and he was able to go to the graduation.
Amen. Hey to the man. Hey to the man. There it is. There it is.
That is.
Woo-wee. I don't know what to say now. Boy,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I had so much to get off my chest today.
See, anyway, hey, it was great. I'm glad you had a fantastic weekend. I'm glad you got to go out and do your own at your own time. That is the most important thing is you do those things in your timing when it's right for you, not for somebody else. So I totally understand 100%. I don't really have a dissertation. What I will say is this: is that for me, for this old boy right here, this weekend was one of those for the books. I got to give some shout outs. I'm going to start out with this. It's called Slim's Last Call. And let me tell you, it's in Round Rock, Texas, and we made it the last call. Hey, look, do you remember when we were in San Antonio and you remember what happened?
What you mean?
You remember what happened in San Antonio?
What happened? The party?
Yeah, you remember what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
We was partying.
And what happened? What did we do?
Move the chairs and stuff out the way?
Before that, what happened? You remember the shutdown? What happened?
Oh, the electricity went out.
Bam. We shut the power down at Slim's.
Everywhere you go, country boy, it's you.
Shut the power down at Slim's Last Call. It was boots on the.
You know why? Because you was in that dancing. I know you was doing that little dance. This the one you do. This the one you do. You can't see my legs.
Oh my goodness. Hey, I said I had did a post on Saturday on the way up there that I think I may have did one Friday that we were starting the Austin takeover. And let me tell y'all, Austin and Round Rock took over this weekend. This weekend was my girl, the amazing, the phenomenal, the one, my favorite all-time female singer, the Tiffany Rachelle. It was her birthday celebration, a birthday blast, a birthday bash, a birthday shut down. Okay, and that's what happened. Let me tell you, I don't know if y'all seen the pictures of Tiffany's birthday, but this girl, let me tell you, she came out there looking. I say she was looking fabulous. She had some outfits that were to die for. She did that thing. Oh my goodness! And let me say, I got to shout out to some of the wonderful artists that performed. It was Preston. That was It's Karma. Let me tell y'all, if y'all have never heard or seen any of these artists, let me tell y'all, Preston came out there. Girl, he had on his black shirt. He had on his pink jacket. He had on his hat. Preston laid it down. Preston had the women up and I said, boy, look at him. Boy, he had them out their seat. And then to be followed by, and I'd never heard or seen any of these people live, okay? To be followed by It's Karma. Y'all look, I'm going to stand up for her. I hope y'all can see this. It's Karma had some pink boots up the heel, up to her knees, okay? She had some pink boots up to her knees. And she came out there and she danced to the stage, okay? She came out there doing her thing. And she was asking the folks, did they come to party? And you know how folks, because I was sitting up there looking like, what, y'all in church and y'all scared to move? I don't know, Saturday night, what y'all trying? They was just sitting there. Let me tell y'all, It's Karma went over there. She from Liberty, Texas, y'all. So you know she my new favorite country girl. She got them boots. She unzipped them boots.
And went to town.
She kicked them boots off. And look at here. And it was definitely, the boots was on the ground and off her feet because she did her thing. An amazing performer. Amazing. That was Preston. That was It's Karma. That was Danielle Reese, who just blew that thing out of the water. That was Sunshine. I had to put on my sunglasses.
Why you had to put on your sunglasses?
Because Sunshine took the stage.
Sunshine was that good.
Hey, let me tell you, man. And I was so honored. And I'll say this. First first and foremost, I was so honored that Tiffany reached out and asked me to host the show. That was here for me, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then to go down the list and see the performers, and then to see someone on that list that was performing that I grew up with.
Who was that?
One of the performers, MP Souls, is from, just as I am, Exit 81, Louisiana, right there in Grambling. We went to high school together. We grew up together. He still lives right around the corner from my sister.
Did you know he was going to be there?
Yes, I saw it and I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
Because I sit here and I tell y'all, you know, the blessing is to see someone you grew up with and you're both on a stage together. I don't know if that resonates with anybody, but you see, and for me, you know, you see somebody who people may have looked at a certain kind of way, and you ain't gonna never do nothing, you ain't gonna never go nowhere. And here I've been blessed to be amongst these wonderful, amazing, amazing, amazing artists. You know, and then to be able to have the ability to be able to introduce a friend.
Yeah.
To be able to introduce a friend to bring him to do his thing. Man. Then to be able to bring back the queen. To be able to bring her back on stage so she can do her thing for her birthday. Man, Tiff did that thing. She did that thing. That girl can blow, like for real, for real. I don't just, that girl can blow. If y'all ain't know, that girl can blow. She got some woof.
Got some pipes.
She got Mohin. She can do that thing. She can do that thing. And that was some, you know, and then there was the DJ. Wait a minute, I'm sorry. If Yolanda ever hears this, I'm not gonna call her a DJ anymore. She is the professor of mixology. Okay, hey Yolanda, she had a long name for herself. Let me tell y'all, I couldn't pronounce. I'm from the country. I couldn't pronounce. Hey Yolanda, if you ever hear this, Country Boy says you are the professor of mixology. Okay, and you took us all to the university and gave us a lesson. How about that? How about them apples? But Round Rock was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was amazing. The event was amazing. The show, the performers. I'm not going to say singers, the performers, because that's what they did. You know, you often, and I learned something from you. Anybody can sing, okay? People can get up there and they can hold a microphone and you can sing. But if you are not entertaining the people, if you're not performing,
go sit down.
Go sit down. And that's what I saw. I saw people interacting with the crowd. I saw people that were not just, okay, I'm just coming to do this and I'm gonna head on out the door. You know how you talk about that same thing about I don't want anybody to come who can't be with. These were people who were interacting with people even after they were. Okay, I'm a part of the music scene, but I'm gonna say this. This is what I saw. These were performers.
And you are part of the music scene now. You'd have been on two live, been a part of 2 live music events. You are part of the community.
Hey, but these were people who were supporting each other. Hear it again. These were musicians and performers that didn't say, okay, I done my part, I'm gone.
That right there.
They were there supporting each other. When one came off stage, they were up cheering and they were clapping. That's what you do.
That is what you do.
Look, that don't mean I ain't gonna clap for you because your performance was good or yours was better than mine. I'm hating on you. No, baby, I'm gonna celebrate you for what you just did. And then the others will celebrating the other ones. People, that's what we do.
That's amazing.
Is celebrate one another. Because can't nobody steal your gift. You can give it away, but can't nobody steal your gift. Can't nobody take your fans. Can't nobody take your supporters. And to be able to see that each and every one, that was truly, 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 truly amazing. Oh, Country Boy had the time. But I got to tell you something about the hotel. The hotel was the safest hotel in all of Austin. Because it must have been about 151,220 DPS officers staying at that hotel.
You sure your favorite president didn't send them down there to get you?
Oh no, but they was there. Hey, look, when you roll up in there, they was lined up, boom, and they was all staying there. But it was nice. It was nice. Thank you, Slim's last call. If you ever hear this, no old Country Boy. Man, I had the time. I had a great time. Thank you for the kindness. Tiffany, I thank you. I love you. I said it before. I said it in private. I said it in public. Thank you for the opportunity. I thank you so very much. Oh, Country Boy was tight. Let me tell y'all, I'll be honest with you. We left that thing, I don't know, it might have been 12, 1. I don't know what time it was, okay? Y'all know Country Boy bedtime is 10 o'clock anyway. We left that thing about 10, 11, 12 o'clock. Out tired, okay? We was in Round Rock, went back all the way back to Austin, okay? I say all the way back. I was sitting in the back of Uber, went to sleep. I ain't care where he took me. It didn't even matter. He could have took me to Japan.
Oh, y'all took the Uber?
I went to Uber sleep.
Oh, good job. That was good.
And he could have took me any way he wanted to. I didn't even care. But anyway, I got back. They were talking about, well, after the party is the after party. That's all I can say was, look here. I got back to the hotel. I got back to the room. I took a shower. I laid down. And from my understanding, what I found out the next morning is they kicked it until 4, 5 in the morning. Y'all, I'd still be asleep. Me, right now, if I'd stayed up to 4, I'd still be asleep. I'd still be in Austin. They been putting me up out of the hotel.
You're funny.
but it was great. Had a fantastic time. Drove back on Sunday, and I got back in, and I thought that I was going to be I was somewhere early. Look, I got back in because I was excited because I was coming back to celebrate my co-host. I said, I'm coming back, and I thought I was going to interview my co-host. Y'all, I done got over there. I called her. It must have been like 6:30. I said, where you at? She said, at home. Oh, I called her. She talking about she at home. And look, she said, well, I'll be there about 8:30. Y'all look. I said,
when I got there, he was ready to fly up out of there.
Hey, and you know what? You know what I said? I said, I'm too far away from home. I gotta stay over here. So
I said, he just done left me, but it was okay because I knew you were tired. I knew you had to make that drive. So I do appreciate you staying as long as you
No, I enjoyed it. The people were so excited. Before I got there, you know, I was ear hustling around, sitting around, taking some pictures. I saw the people come. I didn't even see you when y'all came in. Actually, I didn't know that y'all were even there until I saw Tony over at the bar. Because I thought y'all were going to be like where we were at the last one over on that side where you were for somebody's birthday.
Oh, remember? Yeah, that's their side, child.
Okay, I thought that you were going to be on that same place you were sitting with. So I was looking over there. That's why I was sitting on that end of the bar. I didn't know you were.
You know where I normally sit?
No, I'm talking about where across. Remember when the last time we went for Sheila's birthday?
So yeah, that's their regular spot.
No, not what Sheila and them said. Remember you were across? Remember
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, they won't let nobody. Well, they
by
only
the door.
By the door. Yeah, they only let certain people have parties there.
Okay, so I thought you were going to be over there.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I usually just sit there. They usually let you have a table, but if you're having a party, you can't have it there.
Okay. Yes. So that's why I was sitting at the bar right there, and I had a great time. I'm gonna have to remember. Let me see if I can remember. Angel is the bartender. Great job. I was trying to figure out what to order. So I ended up getting me a burger. The fries were good. I don't know if it was good or I was just hungry, but I ate every last bit of it. The atmosphere was wonderful. So I salute you. I'm sorry I could not stay longer.
Oh,
Uh,
it's fine.
but I knew this boy had to be up
But
at 5 in the morning.
you and Tony, when she got ready to leave, I was a little sad. But then I remember she actually had came from Pearland, kind of the same direction you come from, but you was already out there. She had to go to we had her initiation that morning. She had to stay from there all the way till 6. They come over here in your dress, then go to the party. So she stayed until they did the money part, and then she then she was leaving. That's why I put the party was 8:30 to 11:30, because I know they do that about 10:30. And I had a tab of $165, and I wasn't letting Rudy Smith, Chicago Bar and Grill, Kevin Smith, nobody keep a dime of my change. So last thing they said was I had $60. People was gone, my people was gone. So I said, let me find somebody that I like. So I went and found one of my girlfriends that came from a long way as well. She was there, so I got her some wings and I got me something brought home. But my point was, thank you, thank you for coming and doing what you could do. I need to come over there and blow my horn and bring you out tomorrow to D-Bar.
Yeah, I mean, and just know this, and no different. I wouldn't have not come. I couldn't say how long I would be, but for everything that you've done, for everything that you do, yeah, there's no way I couldn't have not been there. So I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you do, the person that you are. So of course I will. Look, you know what's so funny? Let me tell you what they said to me. I'm gonna tell you what some folks said to me.
What they said?
I'm gonna tell you, and I hope they catch this. They say, "Oh, we know Trina would have got you over here. You don't never come on this side of town."
So I say that to people too when I see them at other people's parties. Oh, because even my friend Shelly came last night, but she came because somebody else came. But she come to other people's parties. She stayed all night, and I was like, she stayed for about 45 minutes. And I mean, I'm blessed that she came. I'm happy she came. But just the point that why everybody? So I do that too. I be like, oh, so you do know what a north side is. Just not when I'm having something, you don't know. And you know who I be talking about? I be talking about to the dance club. That's what I be talking about. I just like saying stuff to them. But anyway, yeah, I know they said that to you. I could see that.
Oh yeah. Oh, they was on me, girl.
But they probably should. What they should have said, if they knew you'd be out there going to Reds, they would have probably said, well, what you doing here? You're not at Reds. That's what they would have said.
And FYI, everybody, I was just invited back today. Actually, I'll be broadcasting from Reds on Wednesday. I got a call today. I'll be interviewing Dr. Winnie. I'll be interviewing, Dr. Winnie. Dr. Winnie. I have a, I don't know. That's her.
Oh, okay. So she's on Box Soul. Oh, that's cool.
I'll be interviewing her.
How did you get to her?
When you're out here in these streets, girl, I'm
in these streets and I ain't getting none of that. I told you, you're a hot commodity out here in these streets.
When you're out here in these streets, out here
in these media streets, these podcast streets.
And so, but yes,
spend a lot of time in the streets lately. So, and don't tell her what he gonna come up with. I'm doing something wrong when I go out here. I just keep getting folks that I either have to throw back or they throw me back.
Well, I'm actually, and I said this on the other platform, so I'm going to say it here. So please understand, charge it to my head, not to my heart. There's about 4 people I need to get with to set dates. This is not on behalf of myself. My work for 2 cents, the little diva. and chat with Trina. This is not an easy process. There are things that go on behind the scenes. So if we have not, or if I have not, or she has not gotten back with you as of yet, because there's a lot of stuff going. We have not reached the point. I don't know if Lil Diva has. Old Country Boy has not reached the point where this is my solo gig. Okay, so I have to do some other things. So I have a lot of things going on. That does not mean that I value you any less. It just means that I have to work the schedule out. There's scheduling. There's all these things. There's getting promotional stuff together, because when we do these and we have people coming, understand this. We want you to get the maximum amount of exposure possible. That's our thing. We want your message to reach the maximum amount of people, whomever you are, because I know if she's inviting you, then she thinks something very highly of you, because she don't just have anybody on her show. She don't even have me on her show. So y'all know, and the only time we get to do a show together is here.
That is not true. He's telling tales.
She won't.
But you know, I tell y'all what I do, as he's saying that, to piggyback on that, is I need y'all to, I don't beg nobody to do anything, but what I am doing is inviting you to watch. Sometimes it, full transparency, sometimes it gets frustrating when you don't have people that watch. And then you tend to think, and don't get me wrong, this is not reality. The reality is of the thought though, is that, dang, well, why am I continuing to do this if no one's gonna watch? You know, no one's getting anything out of it. I am gonna try to do a little bit more intentional things like I used to do in the past. But I'm trying to get myself motivated to come back on every Wednesday.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a country 100, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go back to the throwback. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm gonna say what I say. Y'all go out there and you support people who don't give two flips about you. You go out there and you share people's stuff who won't even come to your events or come to none of your stuff. You go out there and you rooting and you lifting flags for people who, if you got something going on, they won't be there. They won't share your stuff. They won't even talk about you. We have an event here every last, maybe we missed this one then. I don't care. But the last Monday, we come and we offer this platform to businesses, small businesses. We offer this up for you to come do some promotion. Look at here. Let me. All right. All right. Hold on. Let me raise my chair. Because I want to get real close. I want to get close to TikTok. I want to get close to Instagram. I want to get close to Facebook. And I want to get close to YouTube. Y'all go and you want to spin over here and you want to spin over there and you want to help support folks. Okay. That's fine. That's your money. Do what you do. But here we offer you free advertisement. Okay, get out your feelings and get in your thoughts. This is free advertisement. If you say, well, y'all ain't but two people watching, them two people ain't never been to your place, ain't never bought down one of your shirts, ain't never drunk none of your coffee, ain't never did nothing. But here's an opportunity to come and say, hey, this is my business, and this is what I do, and this is where I'm located. If you get one lead, you can go to a radio station and pay $18 for advertisement and get zero in return. And that radio station has taken your money. But here, you come over here and you look and go like, oh, well, that little old show. Well, let me tell you about this little old show. It's been rolling for 4 years. This little old show.
This little old show.
This little old show. This little old show has been more places, have interviewed more people individually and collectively. We've probably interviewed over, I don't know how many she's done, probably over 1,000 people. This little old show. So don't downplay us. What you actually doing by saying you don't want to come over here and you don't want to share because you're downplaying yourself. Let me tell you, this little old show had the Sheila Jackson Lee on it. This little old show. Okay, this little old show. This little old show right here Some people who don't want to recognize. Baby, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to speak for myself. Because I ain't going to even bring my co-host in. I ain't going to lose no daggone sleep if you don't support me. Tell you that. I ain't going to lose a wink of sleep. If you don't like, share, I am not going to lose not one wink of sleep. Let me tell you, because every Thursday, this little old show, this little old fella right here, going to be live on the Block 105 radio. Yeah. So whether you like it or whether you don't, every Monday and every Wednesday, we're going to be live on YouTube. Because guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to. You're not going to stop it. What you're going to get here is real and authentic. Real and authentic. You know why? I don't do no recording. We don't do no pre-recording. Oh, let's pre-record it so we can edit it. Let me tell y'all something. Life ain't edited. So when she get a phone call in the middle of the show, she got a phone call in the middle of the show because that's life. Things happen. Life happens, okay? You know what? Everybody else wants to edit it. What's his name? Who you want on the show? What's his name? What name?
Marlon.
No, the other one you want on the show. What's his name?
Mr. Scarface.
Scarface. You know Scarface. I'm gonna tell you. You went to Shannon Sharp, but I bet you they edited a whole bunch of the stuff out of the show. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you come over here, ain't gonna be no editing. Nah, we ain't got no fancy studio. We showed up. But you know what? We still rolling. Let me tell you, y'all finna get me hot. I'm finna stop. Y'all want to go to some fancy studio and pay you thousands of dollars to do it. Do it. You can do that. You can pay your thousands of dollars and go to your fancy studio. But let me tell you something. Old Country Boy gets. I'm gonna tell you, Old Country Boy gets people who call. Hey, I would like, because you know why? Because it be real. It be real. We want y'all to come out because why? Because it's real. And if you want me to come, we'll come. We'll drive. We'll shut the lights off of your place too. Because that's what we bring, baby. We'll shut the lights off. We done shut the lights off. We shut the lights off in San Antonio. They'll shut the lights off in Round Rock. Who next? Who wants some? Who wants some? Come get some. But that is how it is on the for real. We ain't trying to sell nothing here. We ain't trying to tell you no wolf cookies. We're just telling you here's an opportunity. I speak for Lil D, but yeah, I know sometimes it looks and she feels like, what am I doing? What is it I need to do more? What is it? Me? I don't care about y'all. Not like that. Not to generate whether I'm gonna be on here. I don't care about y'all that much because I ain't coming on here for that. Because guess what? I'm gonna be up in your face. You're gonna have to keep strolling not to see me. You're gonna be like, boy, he everywhere. Yeah, your fingers you're gonna get arthritis trying to not see me.
Oh my God. You're so crazy.
I'm gonna be out there. Your fingers gonna be crooked because I'm gonna be there. You're gonna see posts, you're gonna see videos. And if y'all really want to see some videos, y'all go check out. I'm gonna have to tag in. They caught me on the dance floor, girl, up in Round Rock.
What you mean?
They caught me. They got videos. More folk got videos. Woo!
Boy.
Oh man. Hey. Shaking the money maker. I ain't make a dime.
Oh boy.
But I had a great time. But yeah, in all seriousness, that's what this is. It's not about anything else. My co-host does ask for your support. You know, she's got a YouTube page. Y'all go support it. She's done wonderful things in the community. Support it. You know, share it. If you like it, share it. If you don't, hey, that's your business. I don't know whether you share it and like no way. I'll leave a comment. Miss Julie, I appreciate. Let me tell y'all something. You know, I had to call Miss Julie. You know, I've
been asking for Miss Julie. Like, where has she?
Hey, look here. Hey, Trina. Look here. I had to pull one.
Miss Julie, where you at?
I had to pull one.
You know, we'll pull up. Because you know where you at. We'll pull up, Miss Julie.
I had to pull one of them in Julie. Yeah. Hey. But you know what? But no, I appreciate Miss Julie so very much. One of the greatest supporters. What she does. If we don't put out a flyer, she's sharing a flyer. Hey, Mr. Lewis, who you got on the show? Hey, Mr. Lewis, where you gonna be at? I appreciate it so much. She goes above and beyond. And all I say, you know, not just for us. That's anybody that you may like. You know, they said it, and it is so true. You know, I have posted many videos, and I started doing it myself just to check folks. I posted many of things on my Facebook page, and I've also posted them in my stories. Don't y'all know? I go look at the stories, and it'll have 1-2K people who have rolled through and been nosy enough to see what's the stories at the top. Okay, let me tell y'all something, just so y'all know. I'm gonna get real close. I want y'all to hear this. The story is at the top up there. It rolls at, it's about this little old smile right here. The page is about this here big. Okay, y'all see this? My page is about this big. So what's on my page is also on my story. But you will go through to be nosy to see what's on the story, but you won't pay attention to the page.
We see you on the story, so we know you're looking.
You won't. I'm going to tell you, and I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing because I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be me on Sunday. I'm going to be me on Saturday night. I'm going to be the same me each and every day. We come here for a purpose. We come here for a reason to encourage, uplift, and support others. We don't just use our mouth and just say this and then walk away. Oh, we're going to do this or we'll be there. We put our force and our feet behind what our mouth says. You know, those people, you know, you got people out here that run and they talk about this, but they don't do nothing. We ain't out here. I ain't out here asking for your money or your donation. Baby, if you want to, do. I appreciate it. I'll be grateful for it. And yes, Old Country Boy sure will, just like I did anyway. If I go out and I see somebody and I ask for a job, now you need somebody to come do this. Hey. And I try to get them on tape so I can I have it on tape. You told me you was gonna hire me to do this. And one last thing I want to say, I got a phone call. I got a message the other day, and I didn't even tell you about this, co-host. Mm-hmm. I got a message yesterday. Coming up in September. Let me see if I can find the message. It blew me away. I actually got it on my way back. On my way back from San Antonio, from Austin. It says, just wanted to let you know I'm filming your scene, not right now, probably at the end of September. So, Old Country Boy has a scene that's coming up. I'm going to be on the screen again, girl.
Yes. Boy, you out there. You gonna leave me behind.
Why y'all playing?
Was Niecy Dollars play?
Huh?
Niecy's play?
No.
Oh, who?
Shay.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes.
We haven't had her on the show in a while.
I know. So, yes. She has a movie that she's filming. And, yes.
Right. I'm happy for her.
So, I get another role. God is good. You know, and all that we may think. That's why this right here and doing this, I don't look for anything other than to encourage folks. Even if you don't want to show appreciation to us, show it to somebody else. Encourage somebody else. Yes, it would be nice to know that people appreciate what you do. But let me tell y'all something. I'm not gonna stop doing what I'm doing, what God has called me to do, because y'all want to act like you know how folk be acting.
Trust and
Look,
believe. I know how to react.
hey, look, you know that saying, well, if I don't support them, they're gonna fall. You the lie.
And that's what people don't understand, that what you do in most cases, depending on how the person is feeling. For me, something happened to me today that I shared with Country Boy that I won't go too deep into it. I won't go too deep into it today, but I'm gonna just say that sometimes when people do things or say certain things to you to try to either break you or whatever that may be,
Yes.
one, you already be expecting it. You know, that's the thing. I may not say a word, Country Boy, but I see you. I'm just waiting for you to strike. I'm waiting for that moment to where I get to see what I thought was going to happen. And then when you do that, it's like, cool. Because you know what? I got this. I'm going to just go here. Let me just go here right quick. I don't care how many days you go to church. I don't care if you the deacon is, the preacher, the preacher's wife, the preacher's mistress, all them damn things that you be doing inside the church. It don't mean nothing if you're not doing the right thing. Am I perfect? Hell no. I still be cursing up a storm. But my point is, you think that I should look up to you because you're at church every day. I don't.
Well, you know what? Here's the problem. Here's the problem. And I'll tell you, Bible thumpers, this. Here's the problem. You got people going to church, but church ain't in them.
Yeah.
You have many of people
but
going
see,
to church.
They think in their minds it makes them somebody because they go in that building. And don't get me wrong. And you know, I have my preacher. Well, the person that I claim as my preacher all my life, Pastor Leroy Lacy Jr. Of St. Matthew's Missionary Baptist Church at 119 Fidelity Drive. You know, I like to say that. But he said to me when a couple people coming out of COVID, he came on the show and he was just saying, you know, people now starting to watch church from home and they need to be in the building. I'm gonna tell you, I disagree. I feel like, now don't get me wrong, I haven't set my tithes in, but if you are someone that really just, you don't like being in the building because of the people that surrounding you, and I know you shouldn't care, but just say you are. I get my lesson, not I, but the person. You get your lesson. You send in tithes. You send in, I don't know, donations often. I really, to be honest with you, don't understand why that's such a bad thing. I know it looks better in my mind for the preacher to have a thing full of people. But look how many people you have watching for hours every single Sunday and actually literally watching your sermon. I know people want you there, but we have moved into a new technological space. I personally, just me, nobody have to agree with me. I don't have to be in that building because some of y'all that's in that building, when you get out of that building, you're acting a fool.
Yeah, that is.
And so I'm okay now. I don't want nobody to think of it because I ain't claiming it. I need to, but you could watch. You could literally do what I do at the church on computers. That's what we got them for. That's why we are advancing in this world that we're in, so that there are things you can do without having to get up and move around.
And you know, here's the thing, and if you're going into, if a pastor, a preacher, minister, whatever they want to call, prophet, prophetess, you know, I'm gonna tell you a story about that one right there.
All of them.
Wrong one. Any of that. If you're going and you have your congregation, but you aren't transforming any lives, what is going on? See, because for a lot of people, church is no more than a new social club. It's the new club we go to. You just go in there and you're doing these rituals, but ain't nobody being transformed. You go there, you sing, you praise, and you jump around, but your life has not been transformed. What are you doing? because you're doing the same thing at the club. You're going there, you're jumping around, you're singing, you're listening to the music, but your life ain't being transformed. See, this thing ain't just about going into a place. This is about transforming a life to get to a different place, to be in a different space. See, everybody is talking about, getting to heaven, and everybody want to do this to get to heaven. Well, let me tell you something. It says this. It says that heaven right here on earth, if you can't learn how to live here and you can't learn how to do the things here, what you think you're going to do? Just move up to heaven? Oh, he going to take me on away from here and take me up to heaven. And do what? You was ugly down here, so you couldn't speak to your neighbor down here. You couldn't forgive down here, but you want to go to a different place. Come on, people. If your life is not being transformed, if you are not renewing your mind, if every day you are not moving closer to forgiveness and farther away from unforgiveness, if you're not moving closer to unconditional love and moving away from hate, what you going there for? What you going for? What is this for? What if this for if your life is not being transformed? If you are still doing the same thing, just going, because now all it is a ritual. Gotta get up, gotta put my shoes on, gotta go up here, gotta get off from there. I'm gonna go down here and get something to eat, and I'm coming right up. I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna go. Well, it's Sunday. Let me get up and get dressed because I gotta go see this old priest. Now you done cuss the preacher out all the way to church. I hope he ain't up there past this right here. And y'all know it's going to be football season. Well, if he up there when the game starts, I'm gonna just have to go on and leave. You done already set in your mind that I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. All I'm gonna do is watch my clock. If your purpose is not to get and be filled with the Holy Ghost, if your purpose is not to receive the word, if your purpose is only to go there to show somebody that you went there, stay home.
Because there's only one person that needs to know you're there, and he's going to know if you're there, but he's going to know your heart.
That is.
All them other folks that just looking and got their cute hats on and stuff, trying to see who in there, who looking at them, and da-da-da, because they ain't heard the message, because they too busy looking at what's going on. But the person that you should be concerned about is that person that can see through all of that you got going on. They can see through everything, the facade, everything, because they see what's here.
Yeah. Because let me tell y'all something. All that stuff of this worldly stuff that you pride so much in, what does it gain a man? What does it gain a man? What does it gain a man? When you have the world, but you lose your soul, what does it profit? What's the profit? Where is it at? Oh, well, I had all this. I had the cars, I had the women, I had the gold, I had the money, I had the jewelry, I had the house, but you still, your soul is still lost. You might as well stayed out there in the street on the corner. Do you know you should have just stayed out there with Johnny and them on the corner? Do you know how many actually saved people stand around barrels? Bet y'all don't even know. Don't have a clue. Anyway, I'm done. That's my dissertation.
That's your dissertation. Great dissertation. I will say one thing. Sometimes when we don't have a topic, it ends up being really good topics. Sometimes I do like something so we can put it out there, people will watch. But sometimes when we are shooting straight from the hip, it comes out, it's real and it's true. And all of it is something that people can learn from. As somebody who truly believes that that place is a building, and I know that God said upon this rock, but sometimes things have changed in the world. Okay, nobody's rewriting the Bible. But I think as you read the Bible, how do I put that? When you read the Bible, you have to think about how things have progressed, since then. And so doing church from home, in my opinion, would be better than not going. This gives opportunity for people who are older. Y'all remember the obituaries that used to say she was a good member until her health failed her. Well, she still could be a good member if she can go at home and watch television or listen. So I'm not saying to be lazy, don't go to church. If you can get them to go to church and that's for you, cool. Because you can't take your community. I mean, I could go get my crack. I mean, you got the place, go get the crackers and the juice. But I'm just saying, I'll be honest with you, I really do like the first Sunday. I really like having that camaraderie at that time. But them other days, God, please forgive me if I'm wrong. I could do without them people in that building.
Well,
I would have me and the preacher, and I'm looking at y'all this way. Well, you don't have to. We don't have to. Yeah,
and it's not about and all those things, and I understand, but so much of it has become commercialized.
Commercialized, yeah.
Second thing is, this is my opinion, and I say what I say. The other thing is people are so focused on religion, but ain't nobody focused on relationship. Let me tell you something. God don't care about your religion if you ain't got no relationship with him.
That part.
He don't care about, of all the things, and I heard this and I shall repeat it, of all the things that David was, and David was a man that went after another man's wife and got her pregnant, had that man killed. But David was a man that was after God's heart. Why? Because David say, search me. Don't try to search them. Search me. Search me. Search my heart. Search me. Creating me a clean heart. See, you have to want to. And you don't find that in some of these people, and some people I see are so perfect that they don't even tell God to search them. Some people are so you ain't got to search me for nothing because I'm good. You so good that you ain't forgiven that person from 30 years ago. You so good.
Mm-hmm.
And you think that that's going to be your gateway to get you in because I did this and I fed the homeless, and you fed them with a hard heart. You know what? And I go down there and I talk to children. You did it with a hard heart.
You did, so you didn't want to do it. And again, he know, they don't know.
You ain't got to fake me. That's why I do tell folk. I used to come around and I used to see this when I was growing up, and even after they're a lot better now because folks I'll be like, I tell them now, even being in the ministry myself, baby, let me tell you something. You ain't got to have a drink or smoke around me. Because guess what? When I leave, you're going to be drinking and smoking. Why are you hiding from me?
Oh, I remember them days when the preacher was coming over for Christmas. And they said, y'all got to put your drinks up, put your drink up. That's something I'm glad we've gotten past for the most part.
I mean,
preachers there too.
God gonna see you. Why? I tell folks, let me tell y'all, I got a lot of things in this world.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do not have, and I will be totally transparent and honest, I ain't got no key to heaven nor hell to put you in. I ain't got it. I don't have the key to heaven nor hell to put you in. So I can't send you nowhere. Nowhere. But what I can do is send myself.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But that's all I got.
That's all we got today.
My last moment would have been our first moment, but it's gonna be my last moment. So I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna give back to my co-host, the little diva, since she done went over my time by 2 hours. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Father God, I ask for prayers for so many, for each and every one, too numerous to name. But this day I will pray for my co-host and her family. I will pray for their strength, their wisdom, and their understanding. Father God, never leave, never take your hands off. Sometimes we pull away, Father God, but you are always right there. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Father God, I ask that each and every one would open their heart to receive you in. I ask that they will understand that, Father God, this thing ain't about no relations. This thing ain't about no religion. It's about relationships. It's about having a relationship with you. Because, Father God, we all, self included, we all have sinned and fallen short. But your grace is sufficient. Your grace, Father God, your son, when he was on the cross, he said, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for your grace. I thank you for your mercy, because there are some things, Lord, there are some things that I have done. There are some things and some places that I have been. There are some things that I have done personally that if it had not been for your mercy, oh, Lord, I deserved it, but you said, not my child. And I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for each and every one that can hear my big, old, loud country mouth. Father God, I pray for wisdom. I pray that they receive the wisdom that you have for them. Father God, I pray for strength. When they say that I can't take it no more, I can't go no further, I can't do it, you say, I got you. I got you. And you allow them to carry on just a little while longer. Father God, and I pray that they gain understanding. I pray that they gain all understanding. In all things, get understanding. The understanding that says that you are the truth and the light. That you are the one. You are the one. Father God, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Bless each and every one. Bless each and every one. I pray that they continue to walk in their purpose on purpose. And if they don't know what their purpose is, that they come to the purpose giver, which is you. I ask these prayers in your son Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Man. The last thing I want to remind everybody is that normally this is Trina's favorite people month, and I usually interview some of my favorite people. I couldn't do it this month. I tried again.
Yeah,
I had a lot of people talk to them. They were going to come on. I just didn't have the motivation. That's why I said I need the encouragement to kick back up. So the good news is that we're going to kick off the chat with Trina again on Wednesday. I said I was going to change my days to Thursdays, but I'm just still not sure about it. But right now, Wednesday, September the 3rd, will be the first chat with Trina, and that chat with Trina will be supposed to be live with Consuela Foster and the Louisiana Country Boy. They will be interviewing me. I usually do that the month of my birthday. And it's usually called, oh my God, what is it called? Ooh, not bait and switch. What's it called? Flip the script. It's called Flip the Script, where every year for my birthday, I have someone come on and interview me. I don't know if y'all have seen it with the children. Their parents interview them every single year, and it's always so cute. And so I did something like Flip the Script when someone interviews me. Miss Consuelo has been counseling someone over the weekend, so she needed to fill her own cup back up. Country Boy talks about that all the time. So I had to give her grace, and I didn't have to, but I gave her grace, because I understand. People know I'm really, really selfish about my birthday. Like, I don't think there's any excuses for missing my birthday, but she called me and I said, yeah, I definitely understand. I get it. If you could be there, you could be there, but I didn't want to do it yesterday because I want to do something a little different this year. I want 2 people to interview me because Country Boy asked more, psychological, deep questions. I wanted some surface questions about personal things. So I thought both of them together is going to be amazing because they'll be here. I'll be in the middle, and we'll be going, I think it's going to be fun. But it's going to be September 3rd. We're still not sure. It's going to be live. I'm going to put out a poster this week, but it will be the next Wednesday at 7. Yes. You're looking like what?
7.
We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna discuss it further, and we'll get back with you with the final decision. But anyway, so y'all look forward to that. And I will say this again that I'm gonna advertise Chat with Trina a little bit more. Same with I told Country Boy we need to advertise more about the real conversation because I think we've gotten a little laxed with letting more people know. Because we got Miss Julie, we know you here, we got you. But we want to have more people visiting the show. And we know a lot of people watch after we're off, but we want to get more and we want to advertise. We want people outside of Houston or outside. We want everybody to know about the real.
Scarface, we looking for you on the show, okay? Call up Trina.
Right.
You can reach Country Boy.
But anyway, I do thank all of y'all for your support. If anybody's been on Facebook, any social media platform today, and wished my dad a happy birthday, wished me luck, prayed for me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Anyone that showed up yesterday to Chicago Bar and Grill to help me kick off my birthday week, that's usually a month, but didn't quite work out like that this year. I thank you. I thank you. I was overwhelmed with love yesterday. It felt great. And I just thank you. And Country Boy, I do thank you for I just thank you for everything. I thank you for this. Now, what I'm going to say I don't like you for, no, I'm just joking. But no, I love you, Country Boy. I thank you again, you and my sister both for I thank both of y'all for showing up yesterday to the party, even though y'all had a really, really long day while I laid up in my bed. I thank y'all so much. And I just love y'all so much for pushing through to be there for me at my birthday party. Now, tomorrow night, if anybody ain't doing nothing, y'all come meet me in the hood on Emancipation at the D-Bar. And I did get a section. But y'all just know that the section ain't that. They sections ain't very big. So you need to get there early. You need to get there early for parking. You need to get there early to get you a piece of my section. Or I mean, you can just be there. I've heard a lot of people are coming. It's one of my places I've started going on Tuesdays. The Unit Band Live will be performing. Another one of my favorite bands in the world now. They did play at our festival. And then on Friday, Wednesday is my actual birthday. I'll be 56. I got my birthday present early. Well, I know about my presents early. So on Wednesday, my birthday, I will be having a spa day. My kids have bought me a spa day. So I'm super excited. I gave them several things on my list. And so I got a little lecture. So I did apologize that I be pushing too many things in their way. So I told them to decide and I would be happy with what they got me. But these are the 3 things I want you to choose from. But anyway, I'm very happy because I do get a massage every year, but I have like a full spa day. There's a jacuzzi. I'm really excited about that because I needed that. Javin said, we're going to get you the hot rocks, the hot stones. I don't understand why you want hot stones on your body, but go off. So, and then on Friday, we're going to wind down Friday at Scott Gerner's Rhythm Room. It's a $20 cover, y'all, but it's well worth it. It keeps the children, the riffraff, those kind of people, it keeps out there, and it's very fun. It's a great time. And I'm just going to say it, y'all. My favorite at this moment, favorite R&B band will be playing live at Scott Gerner's Rhythm Room. The Clockwork Band will be playing Friday night for my birthday. I called Miss Cindy up at Scott Gerner's like, hey, what day is Clockwork playing at the club? And she made a call and she texted me back the 29th. So 29th, I'm in the building. So I know Country Boy will have his baby girl, but I might pull up on him tomorrow and say, get in the car. Come get in the car, come get you a steak from the D-Bar. But y'all come out. It'll be great fun. It's a lot of fun. Again, it's all adult there. Good music. The Unit Band is great. And then Friday, the Clockwork Band. Come on, what we do? What's the name of that band? Clockwork. What's the other one you say? Hit me on the wrist. Hit me on the wrist. Hit me on the wrist. Yeah. And anybody that know Clockwork out there, y'all please make sure they put that in. Because I found out they don't do that at every show.
Really?
I'm going to need y'all to do it at this show. This is my birthday show that I paid for. I paid a ticket for this. I bought 4 tickets actually. So I gotta figure out who I'm gonna get these tickets to. My sister's gonna be out of town, so she's not going. I actually bought a ticket for her. Anyway, I'm excited about my birthday. Y'all pray for me, keep us all in prayer. And y'all know what? I've made it through the day. We're gonna move on to tomorrow, and I will see y'all then. Country boy, you can take it home. You already did your dissertation, so we're gonna take it home.
That's it. That's it. Look here.
That's it. That's all.
Thank you.
You don't have a show this week?
Yeah, Wednesday. I'll be at the lady, Dr. Winnie.
Okay, yes, you said that. I'm sorry.
I'll be at I'll be back on the north side. I'll be back north side. I'm coming back. I know y'all missed me last week because last week I was out on the south side. And let me just say this: if there's any businesses that are looking for promotion, that's what we come out and do. We come out and do live shows. Understand this. Use your head. If the live show is being shot from your place, then you are being promoted. Okay? You are being promoted. So
we would love to come out and bring my sign.
If you have a place, if you have a business, if you have a restaurant, you have something go like, man, this is time's getting hard. Don't nobody want to come out and eat these bills. And well, look here, we come out, we do a show, and it benefits you. It benefits the guests. People get to see your establishment, and then they get to see us at your establishment. Hey, that's a win-win all the way around. And I'm not even doing. All y'all have to do is take a picture with me, and it's only $5.
Well, y'all have to buy me a drink.
Look,
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free. It's $5. It's $5, and you can take it with your camera.
I'm not even talking about the picture. For me to come out, you need to give me a drink. Nothing is free for Miss Trina anymore because I learned and I appreciate. They think you are nothing if you don't charge. I've learned that. There's a band that thinks I was nothing because I didn't charge for doing what I do. So now if it ain't but $5, I'm gonna charge you so I can say I charged.
And I hear people say that, and I'm not going to get into that. Is that that is? I think sometimes that is when you look at that. Sometimes go like, so you think it's not worth it because somebody's giving you the same. I can give you the same thing and the same information and take you to the same place that somebody else does, but you would rather pay them $10,000. Okay.
Yeah.
That don't say nothing. I'm gonna tell you, that don't say a lot about me. It just shows me how you are.
How God can't think of the word right now. I'm gonna find it, but how you think,
So if that is your thing.
Guys, I'm glad we had a nice night. I'm glad we had some good talk and good chat. It was a really good conversation. And this is what we do. And I've got to say one more thing. I'm so sorry. We have a cruise coming up. We're cruising April the 9th through the 13th. We passed up. I'm not going backwards this time like I did before because it didn't help. The deposit now, the top deposit is $300. But everyone had the opportunity to pay like $75 and then make a payment plan, $75, $150, and then $75. Now we at $150. So you have to pay $150 and then you have to pay another $150 later. But if you get the $150 in, you get your booking number, your room number, and all those things. And let me say this. Lots of people, I work a full-time job. And this is not an excuse to anybody. I have a full-time job. Not only do I have a full-time job, I have 6 different schools I have to go to. So sometimes I just can't get back to you right away. And if I see your message and I send you a thumbs up, whatever, I don't mind you reminding me because I do forget stuff. I really do. But there's 2 numbers there. There's mine, 832-312-2973. Then there's my mom, 713-231-7370. Both of us can get you the answers. You can't reach out to me. She's retired. She's at the house. So please reach out. Don't back out of the cruise because you couldn't get in touch with just me. We have some other people you can contact. So please, Country Boy right here. He may not know the exact answer, but he can definitely get to me and push the hot button, to put some fire under my feet for me to do what I got to do. I do want to thank Miss Yolanda Herndon I told her today that I want to thank her for putting the fire under my feet today because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you do put off people and you do say, I'll do it tomorrow. She got upset, but I needed that. I needed her to be upset, have her moment, and light some fire under my feet that this is a business and I need to do what I need to do and come out of whatever fog I'm in. I got to come out of it to get the job at hand done. And so I did thank her privately, but I want to thank her publicly for not just being absolutely rude, but putting enough fire on the putting enough words in place to where it was a fire lit. But I did take care of her today. And I got it. And what I liked about our conversation was that she said, we good. I know things be going on. She lost her dad. She actually lost her dad in November, right before we went on the cruise. It was the 6th. She said she lost her dad, and we went on the cruise that 2 or 3 days later. But anyway, so y'all, that's it for me. I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna go get me some more spaghetti before I go to bed. I know we're not supposed to eat after a certain time, but I'm hungry.
That's it. That's all for me.
That's it. That's all. Y'all have a good week. And check out Trina W. Lowry on Facebook as I post a morning quote every morning, a nice morning quote or speech, whatever you want to call it. Take a look at it and let me know what you think. Bye. Love y'all. Peace.
Out of here. I'm about to go learn that new Fantasia, Boots on the Ground.
No, God.